What is up? I am still Max Angor, and we're gonna play some Final Fantasy XIV unless the son of a bitchin' thing doesn't load. Chip may be a bit of an ass. It is going to be 101 degrees outside, so obviously he isn't going to be able to go anywhere. There we go. Seriously? Wow. It isn't loading. Like, the screen isn't loading. Alright. That's the wrong thing. Wow. I wonder how hot it's running since I accidentally opened up the fan. Oh, it's cool. Literally, it's cold. Alright, let's try this again. There we go. Okay. I don't know why that fucker didn't work before. So we're going to be doing lobby quests. The whole thing is very boring. There we go. Alright. What in the hell? Oh well. Oh shit, I forgot to turn up the volume. Okay. I don't have much to say today, except I'm not going to be doing more Cult of the Lamb. That group, or that thing is just too awkward. When Pommelman approaches, beware, for the impetuous Makoto always leads a merry dance. You there, yes, darling, you. They say you're the last of the brass, so they call me that too, but for a different reason. Name's Pommelman, and I earn my keep as a dancing girl in these markets. It's a living, and a good one, but it's not exactly what I set out to be when I bid farewell to the mudflats. I know, isn't that the way the tale curls? Still, I should like to be one of those dancers Dexters, you know, who will sort that engage for grand balls. To be a dancer of craft, not mere wiles, and keep company in high society. Of course, I had to learn a proper set of dancing, less shimmy and more stately, and that's where you come in, darling, because I got a quarry for you to track down. They say a dancing master named Giuliano is in town. All the high-born ladies are aflutter wanting to take lessons with him. He's the best, that's the word. This is my chance to be something finer than Minnie the Minx. Go to the steps and fall and ask about him, won't you? Wyman would like to know what you think of Old Ah. So how are you taking Old Ah, Max? Eh, how do I know your name? Ha, information is my stock and trade venture. You'd be amazed by what I know. As long as you're here, mayhap you can do me a favor and take this missive to Josias at the Platinum Mirage. It's just over yonder in the mantle. He can give you some guilt for your trouble. Only all work in this city was this easy, eh? Gelther does not like the way you're looking at him, but he'll let it pass if you deliver a message. Hey you, I saw you looking at me. You got something to say, huh? Well, no, well I do. You know Didi Lotta, short, broke, never pays what he owes? Yeah, that bleeding horsin'. Tell him to pay up or swear by the 12. I'll beat him so hard it'll be like the South from coming to Dalamute. If I see that little shite's face, I'll end up pounding him into a bloody pulp like it's not, so you go tell him. Do you have business with the Platinum Mirage this evening? A missive from Wyman. Alright then, let's take a look. Bird is barren, let the hounds feast. So it goes. Oh, this? Well, you see, the guild is often contracted to provide protective services. Unfortunately for this particular petitioner, Wyman's investigation has revealed his finances to be wanting. Maybe adventurers like you don't mind working for free, but we have a business to run. I myself have 4 mouths to feed. This bird will have to fend for himself, I'm afraid. Jajakuda, the merchant, is visibly perturbed and in need of some assistance. Tell me, what brings you here, friend? Looking for a bit of work, perhaps? Some small job to add a little weight to that coin purse of yours? Well, you're in luck. The pugilists have just placed an order with me for several of the leather gloves and harnesses they use for sparring. But the traders are cruel, and I find myself lacking the hides required. Would that I had the pelts of a few snapping shrews. What say you, friend? Care to help the merchant down on his luck? Bring me 5 snapping shrew pelts, and I promise to make it worth your while. You can find the creatures roaming central Thanalan. Oh, gods be good, Gelter's goon. Alright, I'll give back every gil I owe, I swear, but no more beatings, I beg you. Didi Lotta needs help to repay a long overdue debt. Look, I haven't got the gil on hand, but I do have this ring. Ain't much to look at, but it'll surely fetch a high price. 'Twas me dear departed mom's wedding ring. God's rest her soul, but she'll understand. Show it to Mamane. Over at the Ogery, and you'll get your coin. Greetings, adventurer. What brings you to the Ogery? You wish to sell this heirloom on behalf of Didi Lotta. Very well, it is most unfortunate when such drastic measures must be taken. And doubly so when the item in question is fake and such a gaudy, poorly wrought one. Also, you do know our appraisals are not free. Normally this fee is subtracted from the agreed value. Alas, considering the negligible value of this ring, I'm afraid you would still owe us. However, since this is a rather unusual circumstance, we'll waive the fee this once. No need to concern yourself with the bauble. I will personally see to its disposal. Erasmus of the Thaumaturge's Guild is preoccupied with his studies, but his brow is furrowed in a way that cries out for help. I'm Erasmus of the Order of Null Thal, and I am charged with studying the anatomy of this region's fauna and the environs in which they dwell. For the dark art of our order is death itself, and power over death can come only through knowledge of life. One day I shall publish my findings in a single comprehensive volume, The Many Breaths of Thanalan, but there is much work to be done before that day. Aid me, sister. Bring me 5 bottles of marmot blood. Perhaps I shall name you in a footnote. Marmots are hardy creatures that thrive nigh everywhere. You'll most certainly find them just outside the city in western Thanalan, by way of the Gate of Sultana. Do take care, they can be feisty little critters when threatened. Ihito has had enough of her husband's poor work ethic and needs someone to whip him into shape. How can the Ogery demand such exorbitant contributions every single moon? It's outrageous, I tell you. Don't they understand that a woman has needs? How do they expect me to pay for rouge and send silk dresses and feed my marmot? Oh, if only I'd had the foresight to marry a more ambitious man. This is all his fault. If he just worked harder and showed some initiative, surely he'd be rewarded, maybe even promoted. If things don't improve, it won't be long before I join the beggars in Pearl Lane. Save me from this cruel fate, I beg of you. Speak with my husband Bobonima, and find some way to motivate him. You should find him at the Coliseum entrance, wearing one of those ridiculous outfits. I'm Bobonima. Congratulations, you found the world's worst husband. That is if you believe the harpy I have for a wife. She never cooks, she never cleans, she just gallivants around spending my hard-earned money, and now she's speaking ill of me to bloody strangers. Well, if your hell is bent on meddling in my affairs, you can assist me by taking some of these friends, the fair flyers, and posting them on the walls inside the Coliseum. I got a long night ahead of me standing out here, so I won't be getting to it anytime soon. When you finish, go tell Vulcan at the Gladiators Guild. He should give you something for your trouble. Ah! What have you done? Your kind has no business to even look at a lady with such eyes. Such shocking, unbelievable insolence. And now look how my guild is scattered about the ground. Pick it up, right this instant. Lady Genevieve wants you to gather the guild, which you caused her to drop on the ground. My guild, now, and there better be not missing. This appears to be everything. What are you still staring at? Are you expecting some kind of reward? The insolence. God, you should be allowed to punch her. You helping Bobonima? Well, ain't that charitable of you. Fran's gotten pretty popular lately. His pants keep stealing these flyers and taking them home as souvenirs. Ah, so you met his wife. Now I understand. Sorry to hear you got caught up in all that. If you ask me, they're made for one another. Not that it's my place to judge mine. Anyway, we appreciate your help. Vulcan of the Gladiators Guild is muttering frantically to himself about an infestation of ladybugs in the region. Carrie Jarson here looking for work, eh? Well, you're in luck. Just so happens I have a deed what needs doing. Wild ladybugs have been wreaking bloody havoc on the outskirts of town. Something in the air lately made them ornery as an Arkan rut. Ain't much for fighting on their own, but in numbers, they're more than a match for any merchant who's seen more days to the teeth than he has on the battlefield. But what'll it be? Fancy putting down 4 or so with the bloody buggers, or don't you? Zazariku needs an adventurer to pick up an order from the Goldsmiths Guild. If you come to wish me luck, I appreciate the thought, but there's no need to worry. What, you don't know who I am? The next biggest thing is coming to the Coliseum. Zazariku is my name, and you'll be hearing about my exploits in the coming days. I've even thought of a title for myself, the Garnet Gladiator. Ah, which reminds me, I've yet to collect the circlet I commissioned from the Goldsmiths Guild. You wouldn't mind picking it up for me, would you? Master Giliano? Oh, it's lovely what he teaches, but straight as a gate, my good lady. He's very choosy about whom he teaches. You must dance for him and show some innate quality. Why, he wouldn't even accept Master Gigaruju's diamond-crusted crumpet, and she was quite the danseuse already. No, that's big enough. It's fine. I was thinking about making my thing bigger. God damn it. Get out of there, you fucking thing. Christ. This is a Riku's circle in just a moment, miss. Oh dear, this is so embarrassing. I'm afraid crafting the circle to Sasariku's exact specification has proven somewhat difficult. We ran out of garnets halfway through the work, and we're still waiting on the next shipment. I hate to impose, but would you mind explaining the situation of Crooked Half to the Miners Guild? My records indicate he was supposed to deliver the gemstones yesterday. Mayhap it slipped his mind. Bitter Snow's eyes are those of a man in love, wrought with worry and doubt. He appears to be waiting for someone. What could be keeping her? My beloved Yellow Moon and I promised to meet at this very spot, but 2 bells have passed and I've nary a word from her. Gods, I hope she's alright. As much as I wish to go off and find her, I simply cannot. What if she were to come in my absence? Please, would you search for her in my stead? It's possible she's somewhere near the Weaver's Guild. She always enjoyed watching them. By the gods, do you think she's looking for someone more dapper? I try not to look a bumpkin, but I've no mind for fashion. I need more good video game music. I have a mind to drain a pint, so hurry up and speak your business. She wants how many bloody garnets? 7 hells, lass, they don't grow on trees. More than that, this lad would fancy himself the next Franz the Fair ought to worry less about style and more about swordplay. Anyway, I'll do my part to ensure the little bastard gets bedecked in all the goddamn garnets he can afford. If he dies in his first fight, well, at least he'll leave a pretty corpse. That shit corpses me every time. Oh, of course I know where Master Giuliano is. Don't you see these roses on my cheeks and the ever so slight droop in my supple carriage? I've just learned from practice. You can stop wondering who the belle of the ball is to be this moon. As Master Giuliano taught me, I have no doubt I'll dazzle the masses. Where can you find him? Well, I oughtn't say, but oh, why not? You should find him on the Huston Strip. He said he was heading for the airship landing. Go be good. Just look at me. The hair, the outfit, they don't match at all. I look atrocious. What was I thinking? Oh, I can't let Bitter Snow see me like this. Maybe that last tunic was best, after all. Oh no, maybe perhaps the blue. Huh? Bitter Snow is waiting for me, but I haven't anything to wear. Aethelwine appears vexed by his work for Weaver's Guild, and is in need of a helping hand. Something in a cream? Oh, whatever shall I do? This dress, I just can't seem to finish it. Oh, the design is flawless, absolutely flawless, of that I have no doubt. But I simply cannot settle on a color for the life of me. How would you like to conduct a bit of field research? I'm dying to know what color the ladies of Ul'dah are wearing these days, especially on the hosting strip. When you finish, please call on Lehu at the Alchemist Guild. The woman is a wizard with dyes. Have her cook up whatever color you find is most popular. Juliana of the Weavers Guild finds herself in a troubling loss for manpower. It is work you seek. The Weavers Guild welcomes you. Indeed, your timing is impeccable. The soiree is to be held with all of Ul'dah's elites in attendance. Once the invites went out, the orders came in with a fury. Every lord and lady from Cape Deadwind to Cinderfoot is demanding the latest fineries. I need hands, and I need them now, yet I cannot spare the time to go off in search of them. Would you care to aid us, friend? I ask no more than you welcome our doors any willing souls you might find. Excellent. I dare say I would work for you myself. Now hurry off. We need those people. Work at the Weaver's Guild? I'd be lying if I said I weren't interested. To whom might I go inquire further? The Weavers are recruiting. Finally, my chance to become a famous designer. Weaving work? Take a look at me, friend. I'm a bloody guard and on duty, no less. Move along. I appreciate the offer, but I must refuse. I'm all thumbs when it comes to stitching and whatnot. So the Weavers need help, do they? Sorry, friend, I'm all set for coin. You returned. How did you fare? Two potential recruits, you say. Welcome news. I only hope their zeal for fashion will show in their efforts for the guild. What we do here may seem all silk and satin, to be sure, but the work within these walls is far from easy, and that, I suppose, our trade is not unlike any other. What do you want, Chippy? What? Better go investigate. Bro. Nothing I can do about it. There's nothing I can do about you being bored. I can't take you anywhere. It's too fucking hot. No, you gotta play with your bone. Or you gotta go take a nap. But there's nothing I can do, bro. Okay? Oh, he's gonna be an ass all day. But I am determined to get my hour done. Even if I don't really get that much done. Ah. I wonder if any of that came through. I gave him belly rubs. The most popular color of late? Well, all colors have their merits, of course, but if pressed, I'd have to say red. Why, any color is perfectly fine for a dressy silly thing, as long as it comes off easily at the end of the night. God damn you, fucking horn dog. It's always the Lalafell who are the horn dogs. What colors in fashion? Well, I must say I'm back from Gridania, and there's a certain verve to a verdant livery. Green, you bloody idiot. Are you another one of Master Giuliano's camp followers? So cute, you know he's from Corthus, don't you? Travels the world teaching the art of the dance. They say he was the youngest dancing master ever to leap the lance. That he had a large estate, a fine stable, and a coat of crown sable. Why anyone would leave all that is beyond me. When I think about it, it gives me shivers, you know? Why, if he weren't leaving old Dot today, I'd consider permitting him the pleasure of my person. Oh, don't look so shocked. Mayhap when he returns. So she's a hooer. Best color for a dress? Well, you know what they say. Once you go black, you never go back. Uh-huh. Yellow. What fairer color than that in the name of the fairest maiden? Yellow Moon. Oh, Yellow Moon, how my heart pines for you. Well, that's interesting. Master Giliano, I am he, that you are an adventurer as a parent. What business makes an adventurer to a dancing master, I wonder? You will not answer, for no question has been asked. It is the feet that must persuade, not the tongue. Now dance for me. The vessel is rude, but the wine within may yet be fined. Unfortunately, there is much call on my time, and I am bound for another land. I'll make a dance review when next I return to the city. There you are. Heard anything good? Hope you're not wasting time with that looker there. Oh, Master Giliano, I am Pomolman of the Danseuse, and I would speak with you. It is my greatest desire to become a dancer dexter and perform at a grand ball. Please, my lord, won't you teach me? So it is not the adventurer who wishes to tread the parquet, but this stammering maiden. Child, I sift people to find dancers. Do you understand? Let us see whether you can master these steps. That's how they do it in high society, huh? I could be the last of the class, just watch. Hideous, grotesque, your dancing stands alongside the calamity in this horror. Well, those words might cow your highborn, ladies, Master Giliano, but where I come from, we take our lumps and keep on twirling. Now, what exactly didn't you like? Child, you rely overmuch on appearances. You go from pose to pose, pleasing to pleasing. That is not dance, but crude fascination. Adventurer, look sharp and take your turn on the floor. What, me? Fuck you! I can't take my eyes off you. I mean, you're not exactly good. You'd be picking rotten orange peels pits out of your eyebrows if you did that in the market, but... It's a story, isn't it? A dance is a story, and I have nothing to say because I haven't lived, just made a living. Aye, child. Ale-glazed eyes are easy to please, and you have squandered these years striking your pose when you could have learned a craft. Still, you have courage, I'll warrant that. I weary of teaching so many who may have lived but in ways too alike. I wonder if you have courage enough. Do you dare start anew to be a dancing girl no longer, to learn a true craft? I dare. I will learn the craft of adventuring. Do you adventure for fun or gain? Do you have to be very good with weapons? Those moves you make with your arms, is that some fighty thing? I want what you got, darling. The way to the grand ball is through quests and dungeons. I'll learn to slug, and I'll learn to dance. Thank you, milady. Thank you. I'm off to the Adventurers Guild. You taught me so much, and I'll never forget the dance you showed me. Did she choose a mere adventure over me, master among masters? My airship departs this strange city soon. Dance your rude yet puissant dance, adventurer. Mayhap you will affect more aspirants as you did Pomolman. Perhaps I shall hang up my dancing shoes and start anew. Bro, you could just be a dancer. That's a thing you could be. I learned the ball dance. There's never a shortage of white dresses on our old Dawn ladies. Surely it is the most comfortable color to wear under this murderous sun. Personally, I've always had a thing for a motley of red and green overlaid with stripes of purple and dark brown. Red, ever and always. This is Bill Dawn, my dear girl. While the sun beats on your back with fiery fists, and the sins and sands are hot and unforgiving and everywhere at once. We old Dawns live for our passions, and our lust for life is surpassed only by our lust for lust. You were here on behalf of the Weavers Guild, are you not? Yes, Apelwine said you'd be along. Well, what color is it to be, Anne? Sounds you've had 2 votes for red, 1 each for green, yellow, white, and black, and 1 abstaining, and 1 vote for a motley of red and green overlaid with stripes of purple and dark brown. By no means a resounding victory, but I suppose red shall be. I have some catalysts I've been saying for just such an occasion. Mark my words, I'm going to concoct the most vibrant red old Daw's ever seen. Alchemy may look arcane or esoteric to the uninitiated, but it is grounded in naught but science and experimentation. Indeed, I dare say it does more to advance culture and civilization than nigh any other discipline. Elwyn is in need of an adventurer to help him test a revolutionary new medicine. Yes, at last, my work is complete. Mark my words, this formula will revolutionize alchemy as we know it. With just a sip of this tonic, even raging fevers will be instantly extinguished. But I must needs test it, adventurer. While I produce more, I bid you take this batch to Pearl Lane to a man there named Landbert. He is trusted by the other refugees. Persuade this Landbert to take my tonic and give it to his people. I require nothing in exchange. After all, if it is truly effective, it will be a tremendous boon to the advancement of alchemic arts and mankind at large. Hey, medicine for the sick. We're no fools, lass. We know full well what that bastard Elwyn is up to, but we'll accept his medicine nonetheless. Look at us. Beggars can't be choosers. Might be as it's a mere experiment to him, but to us it's a matter of life and death. If we got to choose between this bastard swill and nothing at all, is it really a choice? Landbert wishes to offer you a small token of his gratitude. You come here by choice, and if you were still bearing medicine, your kindness shouldn't go unrewarded. The vase is important to us, but I want you to have it. It's just some old pottery, I know, but it might be valued by collectors of cultural artifacts. There are men who are willing to pay good coin for such objects. If you go to the Sapphire Avenue Exchange, chances are you'll find one of them. Welcome. What might a discerning lady like yourself be looking for today? Permit me to examine this vase. I hope you didn't spend too much coin on this trash. A flood of like items brought in by refugees has destroyed what once existed. The markets are fickle, my friend. If you lose sight of current trends, you stand to lose everything, as I once did. Market wards once bore my name, until fate and hubris reduced me to this. For your sake, I pray you do not have to learn the lesson the same way I did. Siebold has but little time left and would confide to you his burdens. At 38? No, we're waiting on that one. A unit cult. I don't know what I'm gonna do with them all, but I've got them. Get pinned. Oh shit, that's a ways. Ah, damn exhaustion. Oh, 40 minutes. That's sad. Gotta do a little better than that.
Beaks I. Hi.
Hey, how's it going? Must complete all quests, even the crappy ones.
Beaks I. Good, how are you?
Not too bad. I'll bet you're a bot. Or an AI artist. Which amounts to the same thing.
Beaks I. I'm a bot.
They always say the same thing. It's always, hi, how are you? I've been watching you for a long time. Do you have any interest in graphics and design? So whenever I get an actual person, it's kind of a rarity, to tell you the truth.
Beaks I. Damn, I was just saying hi loudly, crying face.
Well, color me surprised then. Because the last, I want to say 20 to 30 people have been bots. So congratulations for not being a bot. Now you can, you know, go to college and get a degree and make a whole shit ton of money. Christ, excuse me. So what are you up to then? Are you a fan of Final Fantasy? Excuse me. The blood, have you brought it? Yes, I brought the blood. Yes, this shall serve nicely. By virtue of your toil, I am one step closer to publishing the many breaths of Thanalin. Thank you. Take this as recompense. Go now, and may the traders smile upon you. Gladiator and Pugilist.
Beaks I. Not RLLY. I have never played ITT. Beaks I. I came from one of the tags.
Oh, which one? I'm amazed. Nobody ever comes from my tags. Pugilist.
Beaks I. Damn, why is it so fast? Face with tears of joy.
Why is what so fast? The music? It's from Cult of the Lamb. I just was tired of listening to the Final Fantasy XIV music when I'm doing all these lobby quests.
Beaks I. The chat reader thing.
Oh, that? Yeah, I'm used to that. I'm legally blind, so I can't actually see the chat even though it's on my second monitor. So I've gotten really used to using text-to-speech. Back already, are you? Come, let's see what you brought. Exceptional. These are fine shrew pelts indeed. Well done, my friend. The Pugilist Guild's among my largest clients. I fear what would come to pass if this order had been delayed any longer. Take this. You've more than earned it. So now we gotta go to the Gladiator Guild.
Beaks I. Oh, okay, I.
On those rare occasions where I'll actually get,
Beaks I. How long have you been streaming for?
Over 10 years. On this channel, though, about a year. But yeah, in general, I've been streaming for over 10 years. Back in one piece, Arya. It's about bloody time. I admit you look as though you just picked up a sword yesterday, but you handled yourself well enough. I'll give you that. And here, I'll give you this as well. Ain't worth the night in Old Oz's finest pillow house, but I'm sure you'll find a use
Beaks
for
I.
it.
On the rare occasion. Sorry my chat cut you off. Face with tears of joy.
On the rare occasion that the chat is jumping, trust me, you'll want that to read as fast as I can listen to it, because... oh man, it'll drag ass if it doesn't. The YouTube version of the chat reader that I have, it reads really, really, really slow. So if more than one person is talking at a time, it will take like half a minute to get through a single chat. So, and I know fully blind people who have it faster than that. Actually, let me see how fast I've got it right now. It's not even at half speed. It's not even half as fast as it'll go. Hang on. Here, I'll turn it way up for you. There, try it now. West. This ought to be entertaining.
Beats I, faster. I wouldn't know what it was saying if I couldn't see the chat loudly crying face.
That's fun. Alright.
This is a test of your TDS settings.
Yeah, we can probably bump.
This is a test of your TDS settings.
There we go. Let's down that just a smidgen. There we go. Okay. There we go. Back
Beats
to
I,
normal.
ain't no way I people can hear that.
Right? That's what I'm saying. But no, blind people do it, dude. Because if you're fully blind, you've been using screen readers and JAWS and shit like that since you were a kid. Because I learned it as a kid, just in case I lost what little vision I had left. And you can get it to where it reads fucking fast. Actually, a blind guy made that plugin. So anyway, what tag did you find me under? Because I've got a few of them. Ime has information that may interest wealthy adventurers. Have you heard the news about the goblet? All that quality land, so desperately coveted, is to be auctioned off to bidders regardless of their origins. Even adventurers have the right to participate. Just imagine. The entire area could be owned by a wealthy foreign... beg your pardon, miss. It isn't that I dislike adventurers, far from it. But when you consider that Ul'dah is still struggling to accommodate houseless refugees, the idea that this land is being sold for profit is not surprising whatsoever, come to think of it. Still, the least they could do is give
Beats
preferential...
It was the Backstream Gamer 1.
Oh, there you go. Well, God knows I get into games that I can't manage. Eventually I want to learn Dwarf Fort. Eventually I want to learn Pathfinder, Kingmaker, and Wrath of the Righteous. Oxygen Not Included, Phoenix Point. There's all kinds of games I want to learn. And the problem is, as you get older, and as games have gotten more and more complex, you can't keep up. Or at least I can't keep up because I'm an idiot. I used to not be an idiot, but well, time makes fools of us all, you know? Still, the least they could do is give preferential treatment to hardworking old dons like me. I've been saving for years, just waiting for an opportunity like this to come along. Say, you wouldn't happen to be curious as well, would you? About the goblet? My hands are full here, but if you've a moment to head that way and look into the auction business on my behalf, I'd be ever so grateful. There's bound to be an Immortal Flames representative by the gates or in the goblet who can explain what's going on. This wouldn't happen without General Roban's approval, of that much I'm sure. So, to explain a little bit about me, I was born 3 months early. I've got...
Beats I don't want to sound rude and I hope it doesn't come off that way, but how can you read the game but not the chat?
No, it's not rude at all. I don't mind answering questions. I've been this way all my life, so I'm used to answering questions. I was actually going to get into that. So I was born 3 months early, back in the 80s. I'm legally blind, partially deaf, severely asthmatic, and I suffer from chronic fibromyalgia pain, which is basically just nerve pain and arthritis. It sucks. So to explain that, I've got two monitors, right? The main monitor, this one, has got my... my main screen, where I can get really close and see all the text. My other monitor, way the fuck over here, has got my OBS, which I have to lean in to be able to even partially see it, and then the chat, which I have big, but it's way the fuck over on the right. So I can't actually read it unless I go way the fuck over here. So, it's not the best setup, but I was getting interference on my mic. So I had to make it to where my mic had plenty of room to not pick up interference. Because it was clicking, and that clicking drives me fucking nuts.
Beats I. Oh, so you can see when it's closer?
Yep. I have retinopathy of prematurity. Do you know how diabetics get retinopathy, where their retinas will detach from their eyes? I've got that, except it was because I was born 3 months early, and I got too much oxygen in the incubator. My left eye is completely blind, no sight in it at all, and I've got a cataract on top of that, which, I mean, doesn't matter because I can't see out of the damn thing anyway. And then my right eye is 2400, which means if a normal person were to stand at 20 feet and... No, wait. If a normal person were to stand at 400 feet, and I were to stand at 20 feet away from something, and we looked at the exact same thing, we would see the exact same way. It would be exactly as difficult for me to make out at 20 feet as a normal person would be at 400 feet. So basically, I'm pretty fucking blind. The threshold to drive is 2200. I'm at 2400, so that ought to give you an idea of how bad it is. Now granted, I've seen people with vision of 1200 and 22,000, so I'm by all means not the worst. Like, I can navigate the world. Like, if it's a familiar thing, I don't even need my cane. But if it's like an unfamiliar place, I need my cane. Let's see. Ema of Scorpion Crossing is worried about the condition of her chocobo. You there, yes you. You're an adventurer, are you not? You travel around Eorzea slaying beasts and finding treasure, that sort of thing? I've need of help. I must travel to Horizon where my cargo awaits, but my chocobo slugger won't move an elm. I've tried to have a closer look, but I saw a vile pair of antennae protruding from his feathers and I lost my nerve. I love Slugger with all my heart, but bugs I cannot do. Apparently you don't. I fear he may have a parasite ladybug that's gorging itself on his blood. Check him for me, would you? And if you find a ladybug dug in there somewhere, kill the damn thing. Where the fuck is... Oh. The other one. Slugger says thank you, and you have my thanks as well. I was sure as sun up it was a parasite ladybug. Much that blasted himself on somewhere along the road, but how the bloody thing managed to stay concealed at that size is a complete mystery.
Thank you for explaining.
No problem, man. In fact, I'm not even going to question you. I'd just like to move on and put all this behind me. If we don't keep our chocobos healthy, cargo won't be able to move over the land. We owe these birds a great debt. I wish more folk would see that. If you have any more questions, I'm more than happy to answer. I've been taught to answer questions since I was 4 years old. Funny story about that. When I was in blind school when I was 4, in preschool, they would take us to Target during Christmas time, and they'd have random people ask us questions. I don't know if they were plants. They probably weren't. I forgot I added that song. It's a great song. And yeah, so I've been trained to explain shit since I was a kid. Honestly, people need to be more fucking inquisitive. Most disabled people, at least if they've been born with it, they don't mind explaining it. Oswald needs your help to locate a misplaced shipment.
Do you not find it overwhelming being asked questions all the time?
I don't get asked questions all the time anymore. There was a time in the early 90s when I did, but ever since then, nobody's bothered to ask me questions. And then when I started growing my facial hair, nobody was asking me questions. Because everybody assumed I was just some big scary biker because I've got tattoos, and I've got, you know, the beard, and I used to be much fatter than I am now. I lost 200 pounds by walking. Lungs be damned, they can kill me all the times they want. My lungs have actually killed me 3 times. I've been clinically dead for over 3 minutes. About a minute each time I died. And it's just... yeah, they had to bring me back. It is what it is. You have time to spare, don't you? Make yourself useful and help me find my missing crates. The manifest clearly states 3 crates bound for East Alabama.
I kinda thought you looked like a biker.
Thanks. I come from bikers and miners.
That's a good thing though.
Oh yeah, no, I am. My mom hung out with Hell's Angels back in the day. And my dad hung out with her because, well, Mom kind of wore the pants in the family. 3 crates, East Aldenard Trading Company were included, but I can't seem to find the bloody things. They ought to be here somewhere, but I can't waste any more time looking. If you find the crates, bring them to me. The trader Guntram is furiously ransacking his cargo at Scorpion Crossing, looking for all the world like a man who has misplaced something. No. This can't be happening. There's no time to send for more, and no... You there! Please, you must help me. Go kill as many cactars as you must to gather 4 bottles of their blood. I don't care if I have to hunt the little green bastards to extinction. Please, there's no time to explain. Just know that my very life hangs in the balance. For the love of the gods. Sorry, woman.
Beats I followed.
Thanks. I'm in something of a transitional period at the moment because my fibro has gotten so bad just on a day-to-day basis that the only thing I've been able to do is my hour of this per day. But I was able to do an hour and a half of other games last night. I played Cult of the Lamb and
Beats you're so close to 100.
a run of Talented. Yeah, I am. I believe you're 97 actually. Let me check here. Yep, you're 97. If I can get 3 more, I will have an even 100. So, on August 14th, I'm going to do a big stream of a game called Streets of Rogue 2 that I promised the developer I would. I've been looking forward to it for a long time. He's looking for information on how to make his game more accessible to the disabled, which is what I primarily
Beats
do.
we are at the same.
Well, hell, hang on. That is not how I expected that name to be. Welcome to my channel. Yeah, you are at 7. Let's see.
Beats my name.
Yeah, I did not expect that to be spelled that way. The way it's pronounced on by the TTS doesn't make it sound right. More about the channel, 10 subscribers. Let's see. Videos.
Beats yet it says it weird.
Yep. There you go, you get a follow. The least I can do since you're not a bot. Alright, where's that third thing? It's gotta be around here somewhere.
Beats thank you so much.
No problem. Like I said, though, I'm just
Beats
amazed.
I appreciate you.
Like I said, I'm just amazed you're not a bot. Like I said, the last 30 or so have been bots. It's been really fucking annoying. I imagine you've gotten a few, too. It's awful. And it's annoying because you want to, you want to engage with your fans. You want to talk to people, and
Beats I hate bots.
I like me, for example, I like shooting the shit with people, find out more about them, find out, how they're doing and how their lives are going, and... Oh, there's the damn thing. And, you get a bot that almost sounds human, but not quite, and so it makes you question everybody. And generally, when you tell somebody, oh, I thought you were a bot, they're a pretty good sport about it, because everyone's been hit with them, so... But it's still an annoying
Beats
thing that
I
happens.
always think new people have joined when I get scanned.
Yeah, exactly. Oh, I ban them. Even if they unfollow me or they don't count on the algorithm or whatever the fuck, it's the principle of the thing. I hate the damn thing so much. That's why I don't run ads on my channel. Is similarly, I hate ads that much. Anyway, back to what I was saying. I'm actually going to be kind of changing my priorities around and my name on August 15th, after I do my big stream. I'm retiring the name Max Angor, and I'm just gonna be myself. I'm tired of playing pseudonyms and stuff. As evidenced by this chick, I'm gonna end up changing her to something else too. I'm gonna do a complete image change, because I used to be a VTuber, and it didn't go anywhere. It was really expensive. I just don't have the money to maintain it anymore. So I figured, you know what? Fuck it. I'm gonna be 41 this year. Time for a change. Time to go back to form. Time to stop giving a fuck. Time to just start doing this for fun. Because I'm at the point where I can afford to. And by that I mean I live with people who are allowed to work and I'm not. So
Beats I love that.
Let's see here. Did you find my crates? Yes, I did. Great job, friend. These will make the next wagon thanks to you. The shipments never stop coming, day in and day out. Just keeping track of everything is enough to give me migraines. Oh, don't even get me started. Business is good, true, but what use is money if you haven't the time to spend it? I haven't downed a pipe with friends in weeks. If you brought the cactar blood, all 4 bottles, show me. Ooh, you saved my hide, friend. Just stopped to get my cargo check on the way to Old Dawn, saw that all my bottles of Radzed Han's skin tonic were as empty as a Garlean promise. Looks as though the lid shook off in transit and the whole load spilled right out, but I refuse to have it said that Guntram failed to make good on a delivery. Cactar blood is supposed to keep the skin supple. I'll just use what you've brought to fill the empty bottles, and all those lovely Old Dawn ladies will be none the wiser. Oh, don't worry about getting found out. Radzed Han's skin tonic is still a rare find, all the more so this far south. I'd venture none in Old Dawn would even know it from an ampule of their own piss. Oswald is holding a letter addressed to someone at the Silver Bazaar. Boxes, crates, barrels, lifting, moving, stacking, there's no end to it. I'm tired, so very tired. Say, friend, you do a hard-working stranger a kindness. Would you see this letter safe to Kiki-Poo at Silver Bazaar? I'd call on her myself, but I haven't the time, and I doubt these weary legs would carry me there, even if I did. I'd like to send her something nice along with it. Could I trouble you to scrounge up, say, 5 hammerbeak tail feathers? Gods knows you can find the beasts around here easy enough. Kiki-Poo's a dear old friend. She's called the Silver Bazaar home for, well, far too long. There's been ill rumors of the place of late. I'd just like to make sure she's well is all. And to your question of why do I read the text, just in case I get any blind people to show up. Which does happen more than you'd think. Like, if I knew how to do a fucking subtitle thing, I'm sure there's a way. Like an auto-transcribe or something. I would set that up for deaf people too, but my milieu is blind people, so you just kind of play to your strengths. Heard about the auctions, have you? You're not the first to approach me this day. Aye, 'tis true. In an effort to encourage immigration to our great nation, all the lands within the Goblet are to be set aside for adventurers like yourself. Tragic, some might say, that only adventurers will be permitted to settle within its wards, but such decisions are made by men wiser than I. A beautiful place, the Goblet, a man-made oasis, built atop a towering butte. Ah, but why bother explaining when you can see for yourself? Go through the gates and follow the road. If you wish to know more about the Goblet, speak with the recruit station just past the entrance.
Beaks I understand why blind people would join. Because they also get the chat read so it helps both of you.
Yep. Well, they generally have their own way to do that. But, that's more for VODs. If blind people want to watch the VODs, they might as well know what I'm responding to, right? I mean, since I can't exactly lean over every 5 seconds and see when somebody types. It's kind of one of those helps me, helps them kind of thing. Greetings, adventurer, and welcome to the Goblet. Beg pardon, an Old Dawn woman asked you to learn more about the auctions? Oh dear, as you may have heard, these plots are reserved exclusively for adventurers. Since your friend is an Old Dawn citizen, she is ineligible to participate. Hey, I broke an hour, thank God.
Beaks I yes, that's what I meant.
Yeah. Should you yourself have a mind to purchase a plot, pray speak with the resident caretaker. He can guide you through the process. That's okay, What's funny is I do have the money because my roommate quit playing and he gave me all his money. And he had like 20 million gold. I might as well do a little bit of shilling since I played the game last night. If you're looking for a very cheap game to kill time with, look up Talented. It's a little black and white game that is absurdly fun for how little it costs.
Beaks I thought you mean in real life I was like damn 20 million.
Haha, fucking wish, man. I don't even make $2,000 a month on disability, and I make the maximum amount because of my vision. Because it's more debilitating than, say, deafness, because, you know, if you're...
I wish too.
Yeah, right? If you're deaf, you can still drive and stuff, and you still pretty much navigate, you know, the world. When you're blind, especially when you're legally blind and below, you can't really do anything. You gotta live with people, you gotta have drivers, you gotta do all this other shit, man. So instead of giving you like $1,000 a month, they'll give you like $1,800 a month, which still isn't that much, but...
Beaks I what does below mean?
Well, I mean, the threshold for being able to earn anything on disability for your blindness is 2200, legally blind. That means your vision is so crap that you can't use it in a court of law. It's that bad. And you obviously can't drive. And so anything below 2200, 2250, 2300, 2400, 21,000, lights, only having light perception or complete blindness or something like that is below the threshold for legal blindness. It's kind of confusing, but Now, let's see. You've returned. Tell me, what have you learned at the auctions? What do you mean it's reserved exclusively for adventurers? I mean, sure, times are tough.
Oh, okay.
And every nation is scrambling to attack formidable fighters. What about my needs? What about my 40 acres and a chocobo? Bah, it's just not fair.
Big sigh. I have learned so much today, lol.
Right? Oh yeah, once I get people talking, yeah, you never shut me up. I'm all kinds of information for you. But the problem is just getting people in here to talk. I'm horrible at marketing. But the thing of it is like, I want to retire from this, but like, I physically can't. I play a game, and I have to record it for posterity, in case something really cool happens. Or I play a game, and I see a way that accessibility can be added through options and stuff. And so I have to bug a dev about it. Like, I literally cannot stop myself from doing these things. So this whole retirement angle that I'm going on isn't so much a retirement as it is kind of a restructuring. It's basically me not trying not to beat myself up too much if I can't stream every single fucking day. Or if I need to take a break from accepting codes for games to review. It's really difficult to explain because fibro is a disease that always gets worse. It's a degenerative disease. So my nerve pain is always going to get worse, my arthritis is always going to get worse, it just keeps going. But it isn't, it is both a constant decline, but it also has these moments where it just gets way worse really quickly, and that happened recently. I'm taking this medication that helps, but, like, I don't know what happened, the dam burst or something. Now my back is back to hurting where it used to before I started taking the medicine. And I'm left so exhausted for so much of the day that there are days where I'm just too damn tired to stream. I'm just too exhausted. I can't even game. I just watch YouTube and wait for nighttime to go to sleep. Which is sad, but, And then, while I'm thinking about that, because I've still got that thing I'm doing in August, I'm like, okay. Am I realistically going to be able to quit? Well, obviously not. I physically cannot stop myself from bugging devs about accessibility, and I have to keep playing games online for posterity, and because I like talking to people. If I make money, great. I've got affiliate, whatever. But excuse me. I like bullshitting with people. It's a family thing. My mom likes bullshitting with people. My uncles like bullshitting with people. My dad even likes bullshitting with people if you can find the right people. So, I've kind of...
You should be proud of what you still can RO.
I know, right?
Do.
Oh yeah, bigger than life.
You're doing good.
Well, my thinking is, I'm just glad I lost the weight when I did, because last year, for the briefest of times, for about 3 months, I was able to run. I never thought my lungs would allow me to run. I thought I would be, I'd fall over dead if I tried to run, but for 3 whole months I was able to, and then my body broke down a bit. So it used to be I couldn't run because of my lungs. Now I can't run because of my knees, my hips, my joints, my nerve pain, all that bullshit. So it hit me that, I picked the best possible time to lose all that weight, because if I had waited longer, I wouldn't be able to, go for my walks. I wouldn't have gotten the muscle memory in place, because now I can always go for walks. It doesn't matter how much pain I'm in. I've got the muscle memory down that I can put one foot in front of the other and walk my 2-mile lap that I have that's around a couple of blocks here. So, the perspective is, as bad as it is, and it is, it could have been a lot worse. I could still be 400 pounds and have a big old fat face and a fucking turkey neck instead of being relatively svelte at 210. I'm trying to get down below 200. I really want to get there. But 4th of July kind of is what it is. Well, what is it then? Come to try and scare me and these poor folk off the land again? Go on, do your worst. I'll not budge one step from this spot. Hammerbeak tailed feathers in a letter. Dear gods, from Oswald. Have you seen him? Is he well? Dearest Kikipoo, it's been too long since I wrote you last. How have you fared since? As ever, I'm a slave to my trade, and sadly it hasn't been seen fit to take me or through the Silver Bazaar in some years. I've heard it told the scum of Ul'dah set their sights on your Silver Bazaar. It seems beyond saving, really. How long do you mean to linger in that horrid hovel? Remember, some birds just aren't meant to be caged. Spread your wings and soar once more, Kikipoo. Spread my wings and soar? By the gods, this is by far the most ridiculous letter I've ever read. And Hammerbeak tail feathers, the dolt does realize he sent the feathers of a flightless bird, doesn't he? Well, Oswald can go fuck himself. I've no intention of stepping one elm from this hovel, much less soaring from it. It's my hovel, and I love it. And that is where we will stop this stream, because I am extraordinarily tired already. I used to be able to stream for hours, but now I have to take a break. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to take the boy, there he is, to the park in this 101-degree day. Luckily, he only has to cross one street. Everything else is dirt and grass. But he likes going out to the park. And so
it's been a good stream.
I'm going to tire him out a bit. And so what I'll do is, when I get back from that, I will see about streaming a game of some variety. I'm not entirely sure what game I'll be streaming, but I really want to try and get a second stream out the door today. And I want to thank you... I don't know how to say your name. I want to thank you, Bay, for following me and staying here with me, being in conversation, asking me questions. I'm always happy to answer questions. I'm also happy to recommend games. I am the death of wallets, especially during sales on Steam. So we will definitely play something that is on sale so that I can kind of shill it to the masses. So I hope y'all have enjoyed this. I am still...
Of course, thank you for answering my questions.
Hey, no problem. I am still Max Angor, and I will see you all next time.